Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to an all-new episode of Point of View. Sunset and Crystal are back at the table. Hey. Yeah, welcome back. And we have a lot to get into today. Coming up, Cardi B is on trial, and we've got all the details that has everyone talking. Plus, Southwest Airlines is making headlines. Starting in 2026, plus-size passengers may have to buy 2 tickets. And you know, some folks are not happy about that. Plus, you know, we'll dive into Girlfriend's Guide and Unpopular Opinion. So pull up a seat and join the discussion because you're watching POV. Ooh, the case all over our timelines. Cardi B is back in court facing a $24 million lawsuit. A former security guard claims Cardi scratched and spit on her during a heated 2018 exchange while she was pregnant. Cardi has denied everything, saying it was only verbal, and the courtroom itself has become a show. Wig changes, clapbacks, and even her OBGYN taking the stand. Let's see how things have been playing out in the courtroom.
You said she's bigger than you, is that correct?
Absolutely.
How do you know that?
I mean, look.
I'm looking, I don't agree with that. What is your basis? Are you saying she's physically bigger, she's taller?
I mean, you have her medical records, right?
I don't have anything. I want asking you the question.
I mean, I was 130 pounds at that time.
So she's overweight, right? In your opinion?
Objection, relevant.
She's a little.
You don't need to answer me.
Okay.
I'm so confused.
The wig is eating, though.
I'm so confused. Is this a show? I'm
think
thinking this is
good.
a music video. Like, I'm really confused at the line of questioning of the lawyer. Like, what does this have to do with anything?
Exactly.
Somebody fill me in. Maybe I'm lost.
Well, this is the security guard who's
Okay.
supposed to be, I guess, taking care of her. She felt the security guard was videotaping her as she's going into the OBGYN office. And she tells her, wait, you can't do that. And then the woman says, yes, I can. And she says, no, you cannot. You can't just, she said, I can do what I want to do. That's what the security guard said.
And she works for her.
This is what I'm believing, that she works for her. So I'm like, why would you betray her when you're supposed to be providing a service for her and protecting her? I don't know. I don't understand.
Pregnant,
that.
it's crazy.
Why
Now
is
I
she
feel like
pregnant?
she was plotted against because
Yeah,
she's
that's what it
pregnant,
feels like.
hormones all over, and you're trying to film her in
Yeah.
a very vulnerable place.
That's right.
That's insane. Like,
Vulnerable,
yeah.
where she's, you know, and then she says that she scratched her face so much so that she had to get plastic surgery.
yeah.
She probably got a little Botox.
Let's relax. Like,
But
you gonna do
let's
this
look
on a
at the bigger
pregnant woman?
picture here. Why are you recording her anyway?
This is the question.
And you're at work, so one, I feel like you're under, like you're trying,
What are
you have
you
an
doing?
ulterior
I
motive
would
here. What is your
counter-sue.
point of
Like, at this
filming
point,
me?
we're playing games. I would be counter-suing.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly, because of the simple fact that she was recording her. It shows that you wanted to maybe possibly sell it,
Exactly.
the footage that you get.
Right.
And I'm sure we know Cardi B did not deny that she was vulgar and was talking however Cardi B normally talks. But it's really hilarious. I know the social media world is going to get some really good memes out of this. Cardi is hilarious. She's a
She
clown.
looks good.
Yeah, honey.
She looks amazing.
If she ain't come to
I
play
just think
her.
it's
Right.
shameful
Yeah.
on the security, the bodyguard or security.
They trying to get
Yeah.
24
She would do
million.
I was about to
something
say
like
that.
Yeah.
I think that's
And the
odd.
fact that it even got to
Crazy.
court, but I guess, you know, if you can stay in, then, you know, it gets there. But it's just really sad that you can't even hire someone that's to protect you
trust nobody.
without them trying to take advantage of you. That's what it seems like.
I didn't get that it was her security guard though.
That's why I'm
It
wondering.
sounded like it was like
her
security at the
security
hotel
guard?
or wherever she was at.
At the OBGYN?
No,
I think that's
I
where
don't
it
think there'll be
happened.
security
Okay.
at the
Wow.
It said what she was,
OBGYN.
well, what I read was that she was going into and it was being filmed. So if I'm not quite sure, it's a security guard. They never really said exactly if it was her security guard or if it was a security guard, but nevertheless,
Regardless, stop putting
it doesn't
cameras
matter.
in people's
Well, see,
faces
this
during
clearly
vulnerable
tells that
moments.
she's not settling. So you're actually on trial for it. So that means that you're standing firm on this one. Like, no.
Yeah.
Because most times, if it was really true, they would have swept it under the rug. It wouldn't even have made it to court.
I also think it's so disgusting how people, sue according to the other person's tax bracket.
Yeah.
If you were
Yeah.
anywhere else and you were a security
Well-
guard and you got scratched and now you $24 million.
Right. If you
Well,
were working
we
at a
live in
nightclub.
capitalist society, y'all. Like,
But if you were a
all goes back
security
to the
guard at a
money.
nightclub
Yeah.
and you get scratched 24 times by this fight, that fight, how many people are you going to sue? I highly
Not
doubt
one.
anyone.
Not
Yeah.
one.
But
When they
because
be
who it
DDTing them
is.
people out there.
Right, because of who
I'm
it
not
is.
mad at it. I'm not gonna lie to you, because if you understand that you live in America, you understand everybody is out for themselves. No
Yeah.
matter what situation you're in, people are trying to live and survive, meaning they are willing to do any and everything. So that doesn't surprise me, right? If you see a celebrity and you have a chance to get them into a lawsuit, 99% of people who saying they're not probably would do it, because we lack integrity as a whole society.
It really
So
seems
how
that
is
way.
that surprising?
Yeah.
You're filming her in her vulnerable moment. It's not surprising
Right.
me. I just think it's really
Being pregnant. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
come
Like,
on.
come on.
I mean, is there any decency anymore? Like you said, integrity. My gosh, get these cameras out of people's faces. Sometimes it's not right, because I'm sure if it was on the other foot,
Exactly.
They would feel
it
the
would be a
same
different
way.
situation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't like it, and I really hope Cardi comes out of this on top, because it's not. If this is the story,
Right.
which I believe it is, I really hope she comes out on top. Okay, so y'all, next topic. Woo! Tennis just got spicy, honey. All right, Taylor Townsend and Jelena Ostapenko had an intense moment at the U.S. Open after Townsend won their match. Ostapenko allegedly, I don't know, this alleged word, told her she had no class and no education, all over the net court incident. The exchange has everyone talking about sportsmanship, respect, and how far competitiveness should go. But here's the question. When does a heated moment cross the line? And when is it just part of the game? Or when is it just mean-spirited?
When you put your finger in my face, it ain't no game no more.
Right.
Now
Cross
you're
the line.
like you
Exactly.
crossing the line, and I.
In any other sport, that's considered unsportsmanlike conduct.
Of course.
Yeah.
But
I guess it
I
depends on who does it.
Correct.
Yeah, I was just
in
about to say.
her case, Taylor would have been striked for unsportsmanlike conduct,
Absolutely.
Yes.
right? Because you're mad that you lost. It's no different from a football player dancing after they score a touchdown.
Yeah.
You can't do that. It's gloating at that point. So what's different for her? But here's the next piece to
hand in the
it.
face.
You're mad because you've gotten beat more than once. And let's really go deep. You are already like 139. Baby, you have nowhere to even talk to someone. You already suck.
You've been defeated.
Many times.
This takes me back to, I don't know why, but it's making me think about the Sasha Vickery situation that we were just talking about. And, it really is in some way seeming like there's already a quick turnaround on the backlash towards, black and brown
Correct.
tennis players. So
That you can even afford to stay in? What's the back?
I mean, just with the finger in the face and all this. Oh, you're
If it was the other way
The
around,
fact
we
that
would
they
not be
even
talking
allowed
about
it to
that.
get this far.
Yep.
Because remember when Venus and Serena, they were notorious
Yeah.
for taking people on, and they would get strike.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why didn't they do the same thing to her?
right.
We know why. Why are we acting
No,
surprised?
we know
Say
why.
It. Say it. Say it.
I don't want to put Crystal's card on the table.
I would
Say
sue her for
it.
the $24 million and let her know
Say
that when
it.
it happened, I was
Say it.
130 pounds.
Say it. Yes. If it was the other way around, you guys would be calling her ghetto.
Oh,
You guys
yes.
would be calling her all type of other names
Yes.
besides
Correct.
a child of God. Let's be
for sure.
honest. Okay, we're only having this discussion because the other party was clear. That's the only reason. Like, that's just what it is. I can't stand that being the topic. Like, the girl is super talented, but here she is having to defend herself
Yes.
because somebody hates that she's amazing.
Well, it just seems
Sorry.
like the inferiority complex.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing this over and over again. All right, let's see what Ostapenko had to say.
I can't speak on what her intentions were. I can only speak on how I handled the situation. And how I handled it is someone who's upset about the outcome that occurred. You lost. and you're upset about that. Saying I have no education and no class, I don't really take that personally because I know that it's so far from the truth. The thing that I'm the most proud of is that I
Taylor Townsend, which she had.
That's a classy response.
That's real
very
classy.
classy
I would have read her for a little more filth, but that's classy, I guess. They're always expecting us to keep it so together. I am not superhuman, baby.
Right.
I will read you for the filth. Right. Yeah, if you come for me, yes, I will be reading you. I'm not about to keep taking things on the shoulder because it's deemed that if I act in any way, if I'm just human and I have a moment where I'm speaking on something that I feel and all of a sudden I get tarnished for that. Well, welcome to society, love. I'm human just like you. I bleed just like you. So if you hurt me, yes, I may have a moment where I tear you to shreds too with my words.
And sadly, you're not afforded that.
Yeah.
No.
I will afford
Only everyone
myself
else
that.
is afforded
No. I will afford myself that.
And you're
I'm
not looked
asking
at as
society
being
for it
human. You're looked
anymore.
at as being emotional.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just being ridiculous.
Yeah.
Angry black woman.
Angry black woman.
Yes.
You cannot have a feeling.
Yeah.
No.
And you
human.
can't stand up for yourself.
Exactly.
No. I mean, how, so I understand that this was to demean her confidence.
Right.
Of course, this is to tear her down. So how do you maintain the confidence when someone questions your intelligence, your class, your ability?
Yeah.
So let's look at it, right? You lost.
Yeah.
We can't have a conversation.
That's
We're
how I
not in
look
the
at
same
it.
league.
You don't compete when you don't compete.
Right. We are not on the same level here.
yeah.
Let's
You would
try
not
again.
get the energy.
I look at it that
please.
you're inferior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you're just offended because I was better than you.
I just
My
say you
response to her was maybe next match.
We're taking a quick commercial break, but don't you go anywhere. We'll be back with Girlfriend's Guide coming up next. Stay tuned, because you're watching Point of View.
Hey y'all, shout out to our viewers that are sticking with us on this quick commercial break. We have a question for us at the table and one for you guys. Please drop your response down in our comments. The question is, what is one solid bit of advice that you would give to your younger self?
Start making money early.
Yes. Yes.
Start investing early. Start
Yes.
planning your life early. Start making money early.
Yes. I agree with that wholeheartedly, where I would start with myself. Girl, love yourself faster so you can enjoy your dream life sooner.
Yes.
Okay? If I would have loved myself in my early adolescent stages, I would have probably been a millionaire at 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say confidence. Know who you are in the Word of God, because no matter whose word comes to you, only His matters.
I know that's
Amen.
right.
I like that.
Okay,
I like
I
that.
receive it. Mine would be, we spend so much time in society paying everyone else. If I could go back and tell my younger self something, it would be, girl, pay yourself.
Ooh, come on, somebody. I love that. Yes.
I think one other thing I would say is enjoy your childhood.
Ooh.
Oh my
Don't
God.
make me cry. Don't make me cry.
I tell my children this. I'm like, baby, when you get past 21, there is no I wish I was.
I'm
telling you,
I
they
can't
don't
wait
even
till I
get
turn 40.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's
They don't
not a
even have 21
conversation.
anymore.
Yep,
It's 18,
18.
and then
That's
you're
it.
30.
Yes.
But the crazy part,
Yeah.
you can't know that until
You get to your adult age.
Yeah,
Right.
but somebody got to listen before they get bit and burned.
Listen.
Y'all stay with us. We'll be right back to the show in a few seconds.
Welcome back, welcome back. Now it's time to get into all things y'all know, love, life, relationships, and everything in between. Let's get into Girlfriend's Guide, darling. Now, we love a good story. After 3 years of dating, a trans woman finally told her boyfriend she's trans. Let's talk about honesty, timing, and expectations in relationships. Take a look.
Okay, so it's either I tell you or we breaking up now.
So what you got to tell me is.
Are you gonna shut up so I can tell you?
Tell me what it is.
I was born a man.
You know what's
I
crazy?
was born a man and I got surgery because I wanted to be a girl.
Yeah, you know, man.
So you just been with me this whole. I mean, technically I am a girl since I got surgery, but I was born a man.
Ain't nothing technical about it.
It is very.
I would really like to see what's on the other side.
Me too.
I'd like to see, because honestly,
The voice alone.
This just really doesn't seem real to me.
Yeah, I think
It really seems like,
it's
I'm just,
definitely
we want to
getting a
get some
stick.
views. We want to get, we have some clickbait or the whole video's clickbait.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't seem.
It doesn't seem authentic at all.
Yeah, it's
It
just
seems very
manufactured to
staged.
me.
However,
Yeah.
there's some people really going through
Well,
that.
this is facts.
Yeah, so in my opinion, like, be for real. Like, how do you not know someone is trans, one, right? So I'm going to put
For 3 years.
accountability- For 3 years, right? We talk about things. In 3 years of a relationship, you've never gone to the doctor, right? You're telling me you've never had a situation where you had to check if you were born. Like,
But she had surgery.
It doesn't matter, though. At some point, if you go to the doctor with someone, you're going to unveil a lot of things about that person if you care. But then back to the other side of things, why would you put your life in danger to tell somebody you were born a man in a situation like that?
You know, in the words of a Jamaican, you's a wicked gal.
Wicked.
First of all, that is not a joke.
Yeah.
No, second of all, that man could have literally had what Andy calls a crime of passion.
Sure.
And could have
Yes.
taken your life right then and there.
Well, that happens already with a pastor.
A lot of
that
times.
we
It has
talked about
happened
that
a
a
lot
lot.
of
Saved
times.
himself from marriage.
That saved himself from marriage. Yep.
That's happened so many times, and
That's
so many
crazy.
deaths have happened
Yeah.
from this same situation.
Yeah.
But my brother, let me talk to you.
Talk to him.
You telling me that you did not have any foreplay, anything that made me say I feel a lump, a hump. Something
There
that doesn't
is none.
feel
He
official.
had
No, she had
surgery.
surgery.
Yes, but there's still
But he did
something
say-
there.
Yeah, well, men
said-
don't know, girl. They be caring about the whole. They
No,
don't
he
care
said that
about
he thought
anything
he thought there
else.
was something.
He
off.
said he thought she was a little strong.
A little strong.
Yeah,
He did say that.
men, y'all gotta understand, men's IQs are not the same as women. We're inquisitive. We're gonna
But
search.
you do,
We're
but
gonna
hold on,
dig.
that's
They
another
don't
thing.
dig.
Men have certain features that they cannot change. Structure of the hands.
Okay.
But
you can shave
would
an
a
Adam's apple,
man
but you still
know,
got a
though?
strong face.
Yeah, but she
What a
also
man
she
knows.
has a little feminine aspect to her voice a little
Where?
bit. Y'all didn't think
That
so?
sounds aggravating. That's all I got
Yeah,
from
it
that.
sounds very
Hold on, you're
But why
trying
are
hard.
we putting it back on the victim? Just 1 second. I know he should have seen
should have
something, but no, we
known.
can't put it on the victim.
That's what I'm saying.
though.
She
We
could have been
can't.
like, I 3 years.
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
3 years.
yeah. We can't put it on the victim because at some point it's like, yeah, we could talk to him on the side, like you ain't know. But in all
There had
honesty,
to
it's
be
all
time.
on the trans woman because that's very dangerous, and she's putting her community in danger as
Absolutely.
well when she does things like this. Because
Absolutely.
then that could be a hate crime that his family or his people feel like they got to go and protect him and do something.
Absolutely.
Like that's dangerous.
I saw a story a couple years ago where this couple was married and the husband was so frustrated. You know, they were spending so much money with IVF and things like that. And the wife didn't tell him that the reason why, they couldn't have a baby was
It's
because
'cause
she
she
didn't have any ovaries. She
You
wasn't
see?
a girl.
You see what I
Well,
mean?
She
you know,
was
that
not
has
a woman.
become- that has
But not
become
having
too
ovaries is one thing.
convenient.
But not
tried to say it nice.
But not being a woman.
What happened?
It's too convenient.
What's too convenient?
Like they feel like, and I say they, but I say it in a humble way.
Yeah.
That this is okay. That
It's
you're
not
doing this.
yeah,
You're
it's
doing
not
this
okay.
to people who don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're playing a game. Number one, with your own life.
Mm-hmm.
But then at the same time, you're humiliating this man. You don't know what
Yeah.
comes from this. This man could take his own life because he's
Yes.
looking like, oh my
It
God.
becomes very deadly. Apparently,
it
this
is
is happening a
intense.
lot in
Yeah.
the community.
You
And
can't
it's
do
becoming
that.
a very bad issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think honesty should precede any of this. You should let somebody know right from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't get that. Why are you... Because if you want someone, you care, or you say that you want them to like you. I want this person to like me.
Well, then
Right.
you're
But,
manipulating from the start.
if you're
then.
lying to them like that, you
Yeah.
think when you
Right.
tell them they're going to keep liking you?
Yeah.
So
They're gonna want you?
My other point to it is, if you love yourself that much,
Yeah.
you're so firm on I want to be a woman or a man, then why aren't you firm enough and bold enough
Yeah.
to tell the other person immediately? Because
Sure.
you're so strong at it. You're so sure about it. That means that you shouldn't have a reason
problem
that you need to hide this.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have even an inch of time. You should I'm a man.
Yeah.
Accept it or not. I'm a woman.
Right.
Accept it or not.
And there's plenty
But
of
you
people
will
that would
lead on.
accept
In
you.
society,
Right.
when as much as it seems hard for some people to swallow, there are so many people
Yes.
that are
accept
so
that.
open to this. Find your person.
Exactly.
Like, honestly,
Thank
this segment, this conversation, I've kind of been lost for words because my chest is tight.
Yeah.
Listen, it's a lot.
My chest
It's a
is
lot.
tight.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Wow, my goodness.
You
Well,
don't care about your life. I care about mine. I'm telling you
too.
everything up front, accept it or not.
I'm telling you,
Right.
we standing in
We
front of this,
stand-
it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Right.
let's just be honest from the start.
Right.
Up next, it's time to speak our minds. Oh, wait, we do that the whole time, though. Okay. You might not agree, but you know everyone has something to say. So welcome to Unpopular Opinion. This one is already stirring up a lot of strong opinions. Southwest Airlines just announced that starting in 2026, plus-size passengers may be required to purchase 2 seats. The airline says it's about comfort and safety, but critics are calling it flat-out discrimination. With planes already cramming, because I've heard that they have, reduced the size of their seats already. They're charging more for the ticket prices, and the prices keep rising. But where do you draw the line? Is this about fairness or just fat shaming?
Fat shaming.
I think it's fairness.
I think it's fat shaming.
I think it's a little bit of both, but I think what would be more accommodating and civilized if maybe they designated a certain amount of seats and maybe just upgraded those seats, and just maybe require, I don't know. But
Yeah,
But
see,
then how?
I love
Because now that means you're going to have to ask
Yeah,
the question.
But no, I love where Tally's going with it because then we're putting it back on the companies. How do you guys create a problem, get mad at the problem, and then tell the problem it has to fix it and have its own solution?
'Cause you already
By
reduced the
problem,
size
I
of the
mean-
seats.
Exactly, America. We know obesity only exists this crazy in America.
Okay.
Why?
Rock it.
You know why? Because they're feeding us poison. So then when the society is obese, now they have to deal with things, and you're telling me they have to pay for an extra plane ticket because you created a problem that you don't want to provide a solution to.
Now,
and you're
I'm
putting
not
it back
gonna
on the
lie.
consumer.
I'm not gonna lie. I have been on a plane sitting like this before. But it's not about people being plus size, and so that's why I feel like
It's just about the
gonna
seats
be
being too
unfair.
small.
Right.
The seats are too small for one, and for two, there are people that are not obese that still are massive. They may have big shoulders.
broad
You know what I'm
shoulders,
saying?
broad
They're just
hips.
big people. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
So that
what
means that a lot of
constitutes as big?
BBLers are going to have a big problem.
Yeah, but
telling
what
you.
constitutes as big?
Right, and I was going
That's
to say
my
that.
thing.
How is each airline going to be able to
say-
how are you going to say, okay, does that mean by width? Are we
Yeah,
talking about
exactly.
you're going to take out tape measures?
Exactly.
Because
I
you
may have
can't
to
say
wobble.
that because he's 200 pounds and she's 200 pounds, they're built different.
Yeah.
Right.
He might be 200 pounds, but
Slim.
he's tall.
Exactly.
So he's
and his
slender.
BMI is still low.
So what are the stipulations, Southwest?
Right.
What are the guardrails? What are the guidelines?
I think they're going to do exactly
Clarify.
what they've been doing. Put it on the flight attendant to be the person in the front line.
That's, see,
But
they
they're
never
gonna be
want
the
to
ones
take
that have to do it.
And then more
accountability.
planes are going to be delayed, and they're ultimately going to have more lawsuits.
Yep. Be ready for the
So
more
I hope
lawsuits.
the extra ticket sale that they're going to make for that extra seat is going to make sense for them.
Yep.
But then they said they're worried about your safety, your
Girl,
comfort.
please.
I'm like,
So
really?
me personally,
America is
what
so
safety?
Safety and comfort. Do they even
Yeah.
have charges on their seats?
Exactly.
No. Like,
I
either
be
way.
stuck in a seat like this.
But the funny
come
thing is
on.
Southwest was actually one of the airlines that everybody flocked to because they were the only ones that didn't charge per bag,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now Southwest has reversed every act that they've ever done. No more, now you have assigned seats. Now you're paying for bags. Now you're doing all these things. So now you're nickel and diming.
Nickel and diamond, like
you
Frontier.
can.
Well, we don't like it anymore.
Listen.
Frontier will even want
Yeah.
to charge you for speaking to an agent, a
That part.
representative.
And you can pick where you buy your ticket. If you think
this
you want to
what's
talk
happening
to us, you
Southwest?
better pay the extra $20.
Right. I don't want to talk to them.
Yes, they
Yeah,
do.
they do.
Oh my God.
We talked about that on
Yes,
the show
you
here.
do.
That
They do.
actually
I
got
must not have been
ridiculous.
So
Yeah,
Southwest,
they do.
I'm sorry. I mean, I can agree with both of you.
Yeah.
I just feel like there has to be a standard across the industry for this to work.
Yeah.
And every airline has to be.
How about they increase? They
to the
make
same
their
thing.
seats a little
To the same
bigger.
standard.
Even people that are not
Exactly.
obese are uncomfortable. You're not addressing the
You're
real
already
issue.
paying so much money
I'm
for a
uncomfortable.
ticket.
Well, you know
Southwest.
now
Forget
that
about
they're
obesity.
testing these stacked seats. where like a set of three people are right here, and then the other three people are right here, and they're kind of like,
girl, who is the
bricklaying.
engineer behind this?
They've been testing it right now.
What about the weight load of the plane? This must be what they're
going to use. That's like the Virgin Atlantic, those big.
No, that's
planes.
going to be what Elon Musk is using to take them people to Mars.
Yeah, I think so.
The stack seat.
That's what it's going to be.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's just really ridiculous. I mean, sitting next to people, the sizes have gotten smaller. You're sitting next to people that's a little, it's getting really tight.
It is.
It's really tight for the money.
You know, the crazy part, the plane size is still the same.
Wow.
So nothing has changed. You just want to be able to charge for more seats.
That's what
see.
I thank God that we have the bright line, baby.
Amen.
Listen, I know it don't go everywhere, baby, but now I'm just going where it goes.
Oh my gosh. Y'all, we've had a great conversation today. Thank you. That's a wrap for today's episode. But before we go, we want to take a moment to remember the incredible Chadwick Boseman on the 5th anniversary of his passing, a true legend, both on and off the screen. Thanks for hanging out with us on POV. And don't you forget, you can catch us Monday through Friday only on AFRO TV.